Milani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different kind of video for you guys. This is almost going to be like a cross between like a first impressions and like a get ready with me. And I definitely want to do something where I can just chat a little more. I can kind of, you know, make mistakes if that's what happens, and we'll just kind of see how this goes. So today we're going to be talking all about the Pat McGrath. These are the, what are these even called? Her new lip products, the Lust 004 lip kits. The only other Pat McGrath items I've tried are her Skin Fetish number 003s. I did purchase both of those, and I did reviews on my blog for both of those. I'll link my blog post below for you. But I figured I would just come on here and do kind of like a first impressions, try these on. These are such a unique item. So I guess let's just start from the beginning. I purchased these from Sephora for $60 a piece. So these are expensive. Pat McGrath makeup definitely tends to be very high-end, almost luxury priced. Even though you do get quite a bit in these kits for the $60, I still feel like giving $60 upfront for a lip product, it's expensive. She released 3 different shades. I picked up the shade Vermillion, Venom, and Bloodwine. The other shade that she released was more of a nude, and I didn't pick that one up because the lip colors, at least one of the 2 lip colors included, definitely seemed too light for my skin tone. You guys can see I haven't even opened these yet. This is a very true first impressions. The way these come packaged is in this like foil, kind of like rosy pink color with so many sequins. And I learned this the hard way when I was opening up the Skin Fetishes, but these sequins go everywhere. So I did bring some Tupperware to kind of pour the contents into. So let's get to it. I've got scissors so we can just chop this puppy open. So this one I'm pouring out is Vermilion Venom. So there we have it. There we've got the contents and the 1.5 pounds of sequins. There is a little like paper guide or something in here. So it's got some like directions written down for like matte trance, where you can just use the matte liquid lipsticks by themselves, liquid Nirvana, where you can slick a really shiny gloss, which I'm assuming is this little puppy, over those lipsticks, and then Psychedelia, where you can layer the gold pigment or the glitter over these lipsticks. I will say that one of my biggest gripes with Pat McGrath, just based on using her Skin Fetishes and now kind of pulling these out of the container, for a $60 lip kit, I expect something really nice. And I wasn't disappointed in the Skin Fetish by the quality, but I was disappointed based on the quantity that you got as well as the packaging. This is no different to me. So the packaging that this clear gloss comes in is literally a clear tube, and there is a sticker that's just labeled clear vinyl gloss. These are the 2 matte lipsticks that are also labeled with a sticker. We've got the gold pigment that has a sticker on the bottom, and this red glitter that does not have a sticker on the bottom. Once again, for $60, I mean, stickers, really? I don't feel like I'm being overly picky. This is what you get in a $60 kit, by the way. You get the gold pigment, you get the red glitter, you get the 2 shades of the matte lip crayons, and then the 1 clear vinyl gloss. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the other shade I got, which is Bloodwine. So I mean, when you pull these out, can you just see all the sequins that just stick to the packaging? It's just, it's a mess. Do you guys see there are like little bits of sequins that are stuck underneath the sticker label because it's a stinking sticker for $60. This glitter does have a label. My other glitter doesn't, which when your only branding on your product is literally this black and white label at the bottom, you might want to make sure it's on every single container. Just saying. Okay, now for the fun stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do some swatches of both of these kits. Let's go ahead and just zoom you guys in. Let's do this. I will preface this by saying that I didn't really plan ahead for this video, and had I planned ahead, I wouldn't have worn like blue eyeshadow because both of the kits I got are like, they're like reds and, you know, darker colors, and they may clash with the blue, but we'll go with it. You get 1.5 grams of lip product in each of these little sticks, which is pretty small. The shade that I'm going to be applying is Venom 1 lipstick, so let's do it. Oh gosh, that's pigmented. This is so bright and opaque and creamy. I was really impressed. I will say that 1.5 grams of a product like this will probably last you an eternity. So now I kind of just want to play around with the rest of the stuff in here. There's going to be kind of no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to start layering some things on. I think that's the whole point of these lip kits, is just to kind of have fun, be creative, see what combinations you can come up with. So I am going to go ahead and top it with the clear vinyl gloss. I'm curious to see how glossy this gloss is. I'm just going to take some on my finger and just kind of pat it on. I haven't worn a glossy red lip in God knows how long. It's been a long time, because anytime I do red, I do matte just because it's easier to wear, it lasts longer than glossy, but this is so different for me to see myself in a glossy red. The texture of this gloss it's nice, it's thicker, it's a little sticky. It's really, really shiny. It smells like vanilla. It kind of reminds me of a MAC lip gloss, to be perfectly honest. This is made in Canada, and MAC is also made in Canada. Maybe they're the same brand. I don't know for sure. I can't promise anything like that. Now I'm gonna go in and top off with that red glitter that was also included in this kit. I mean, we know how common cosmetics glitters are, and you can get them for relatively inexpensive, just like a couple bucks. And this is a tiny little jar. 2 grams of glitter in these little jars. I'm using my label from my other glitter to tell you guys that. Tap some product out. It's not really coming out very well. I'm like banging it against my hand. And then look, there's like no product. There's just like a little bit on the cap. That's so weird. So I'm gonna just use my pinky. I just kind of wet it on a little bit of a makeup wipe just so it's a little damp so it can pick up some of this glitter. Let's start patting it. That looks really cool. I don't know the best way to get the glitter out of the pot. Like, I'm like banging it against my hand and nothing is coming out. Usually if the sifter is open and you start shaking a product like this, just tons of product just collects in the cap, right? Major packaging fail right now, like in so many ways. At the very least, it could be practical, you know, like it could actually work, but this doesn't even freaking work. Like nothing. Like, what the heck? Why isn't there product coming out? I'm really annoyed. I can't even mess with it anymore. This is the best that I can get. Let me zoom you guys in even more. It's visible, but it's nothing like, you know, what was on Instagram. I literally can't even get it out of the stupid container. Like, I can't. The glitter, like, it looks chunky too. It looks kind of like chunky flakes on my lips. I'm flaking off into my mouth. Okay, let's wipe this off and let's start over. Let's go in with Venom 2. So this is from the same kit. It's just the darker shade. So here we have Venom 2 lipstick on. This one definitely wasn't as creamy as Venom 1. I mean, Venom 1 was impressive. This one was pretty good, but you know, not as great. Now that we know this glitter was a fail, I'm not really gonna play with that anymore. Let's go in. I kind of want to play with this gold pigment. I believe it's the exact same metallic gold pigment that comes in both kits, and it just looks like liquid gold. And great, I just uncapped my pigment and it has exploded everywhere. It's leaking from the side of the sifter because it wasn't put on the product correctly. That's great. See, this is what I want. I want like a load of product. Great. So I'm gonna start patting this from the inner portion and see if I can do kind of like an ombre. Okay, so I got that gold pigment down. I'm gonna go back in with the lipstick and kind of help contour the outer edges. Okay, I know that looks kind of crazy, but that gold pigment really kind of dried out this lipstick. So I am gonna go in with a little bit of this gloss and see if we can kind of help mix everything. I think that actually looks really pretty. Let me zoom you guys in. I think that's actually a really pretty lip look. I like this one. I like that gold pigment. It was very, very pigmented. I do like this gloss. It's sticky, but it kind of makes everything just work. Okay, that's about as much experimenting as I'm gonna do with the Venom kit. Overall, extremely disappointed in the glitter, disappointed in the gold pigment packaging, but I like the gold pigment quite a bit. I like the red or the Venom #1 lip pencil, really pretty. Venom #2 was also pretty, but Venom #1 was excellent. I like this clear gloss. I'm gonna continue using it because it also came in the second kit, which we are going to get started with Blood #1. For these colors being in like a jumbo stick format, they are very difficult to apply. I will say that, like to get a crisp edge, usually with a jumbo stick like this, you can get it like no problem. But because of how pigmented these are, it's kind of challenging. Blood #1 actually reminds me quite a bit of Venom #1. Yeah, I don't think you would need both of them. So there is Venom #1, the first one that I swatched, the first kit. Then this is the current kit, Blood #1. And Venom #1 is a little bit brighter, maybe a little bit more orange, but they're really similar. Now that I have Blood #1 on, I'm actually gonna go in with the clear gloss and maybe mix it in a little bit with the gold. I really want to see how the gold looks over this brighter red, because usually I love the way it looks. Actually, it's a lot easier to use this gold, the gold metallic powder with the gloss because it's easier to spread. I actually like this a lot more than the ombre I did. I don't know if you guys can see the gold or not, but I put it just where I put that gloss and then I kind of spread it out towards the edges and it just adds like, I don't know, this like emphasis on the lips. I like it a lot. I'm gonna see if we can pat on the glitter. This sifter is the same as the other one. Actually, I'm kind of thinking maybe it's just too packed. I think maybe like this jar is too small. Maybe they packed in too much glitter. So what's happening is it's not really allowing glitter to go through the sifter because the sifter doesn't look too small for the glitter. I'm gonna sit here, even if it takes 10 minutes, I'm gonna keep knocking out as much glitter as I possibly can out of this. Oh yeah, I got it. Oh yes, I got it to work. I think I was right. I think it's just too loaded. Oh, look at this pretty glitter. I'm just gonna have a little bit of glitter on this look, but with the second one, I'm gonna go full glitter force and let's see what happens. I don't know if applying the glitter on top of the gloss is making the glitter kind of sink because I feel like it's not looking glittery, it's just looking like lumpy. It's almost like the pigment is like coating the glitter particles and it's just looking like I have flakes or like texture on my lips, but it's not sparkling like glitter should. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see that. I just patted a little bit of glitter on my lips. I don't know if you guys can even tell. And finally, let's go in with a Blood 2. Oh, this looks so pretty. Lord have mercy on us. This is gorgeous. This color is incredible, but I will say that there are certain areas of my lips that look a little patchy. That's common with darker shades, but it's not too bad. I know that looks kind of messy. If I were to wear this out, I would 110% use a lip liner with this because, like I said, these aren't very precise. But since we're just playing, it'll be fine. Now I'm gonna go in with this gorgeous glitter. I will say this glitter that comes in the Blood kit is even more pretty than in the Venom kit. This one looks kind of like iridescent-y. It's like, it's not a flat red. It's got like different colored specks in it. It's really pretty. I'm literally just gonna take fingerfuls of glitter and just start going for it. It's definitely best to pat because I don't want the glitter once again being kind of swallowed by the color underneath. I just literally like loaded on absolutely as much glitter as I possibly could onto my lips right now. If I laughed or something, there's just gonna be glitter just going everywhere because it just feels so dry, so gritty. When I press my lips together, it feels like I have like sand on my lips. I'm gonna see if this magic potion of a clear gloss will kind of help. It may make it worse. So, you know, if you like glitter lips, this is really pretty. I just want to like pat the gloss on top because I don't want to mix it because once again, I'm afraid that glitter is gonna mix. This is probably one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever put on my mouth. Can you guys like see, like, oh my gosh, it's just so like chunky now. There are like pieces that are going into my mouth and I'm like chewing on them and it feels like I have sand. I mean, do you see this? Look here. It's mixing and it's clumping. It looks really bad and it feels really bad. And you see it almost looks like little sand particles. No, this was better before the clear gloss. No to the clear gloss, not on top of the glitter and not even underneath the glitter. The glitter and the gloss didn't work together at all. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys out and there's one more look that I want to try. It's like I'm exfoliating my lips now. I mean, I'm removing it with a wipe, but for the amount of grit and glitter that's on there, my lips are going to be nice and exfoliated now. The last look I wanted to do was the clear gloss mixed with just the gold pigment. I think this will be a really fun look. Very different, very like editorial or whatever, but I still wanted to do it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply a bunch of that clear gloss. Now, let's just load up the gold. Let's do this. Okay, I'm glad I'm ending on a really happy note. This is such a cool look. Now this is, I mean, this isn't like an everyday lip color or anything, but I will say this is the most unique combo that I created from everything in this kit. And it's also the combo that I would actually wear maybe for Halloween or a very special occasion or something. If the occasion called for a metallic gold lip, I would actually wear this. It's not gritty at all when you add in this gold pigment. This is the most finely milled gold pigment. It just melts into that lip gloss so perfectly. At least one good thing came out of this video. Let me zoom you guys in so you can see this. Is this cool or what? I love this. Okay guys, so that is pretty much it. I would definitely classify this first impressions try on video, a major fail. I was really expecting a lot more from the quality of these. The packaging on some of them left a lot to be desired. The best products by far are definitely the actual like matte crayons. These are really, really great. Very pigmented, very nice and creamy. Clear gloss is a standard thick, sticky, clear gloss. I think MAC sells one that's very similar. The pots of glitter left something to be desired. The one in Blood was definitely better. It's the only one that I could get the sifter to work. The gold pigment. This is probably the star of the kit. That's very unfortunate. I kind of wish she sold this separately because I would 110% purchase this. She does sell the matte crayons separately, so if you guys are interested in picking up any of the crayons themselves, you can. However, if you want any of the glitters or the gloss or the gold pigment, I believe you have to purchase the whole kit. I was definitely expecting to love it a lot more. I was expecting the glitter to be some new innovation, something revolutionary for Pat McGrath. I feel like that's kind of what she's known for, is kind of releasing really unique products, unique concepts, unique colors, and was very dupable in my opinion. So that's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know if you guys have picked up any of these kits and if you've made it work. Let me know how to make it work. I am totally willing to try again. This was just my very, very first impression, but that is everything. I will talk to you guys in my next video on Monday. I will see you then. Bye. Most of these bright colors are in that foiled finish. I would say these two are foiled and the bag filled with all of your top favorite ride or die